Good morning. What's going on? Another day. Another good day. Another good day. The gap scan's looking nice. Definitely have a lot of potential today. I've seen some good opportunity for the pre-market traders on SGN and RZLV as well. And I think that's it. After hours, XCUR, massive move. Crazy. I was at the gym at this time. But yeah, 250, 240, all the way up to 775. What a move. After hours. Wow. SGN kind of curling up here. Definitely a lot of potential today. Definitely a lot of potential. So good morning, everyone. Welcome in, KK. Good morning, General CJ. Peter. Good morning, James. Good morning, Zay. Good morning, LB. Good morning, Hawk. Good morning, Don Juan. Good morning. Top of the morning. So leading gapper here, SGN, Signing Day Sports. Signing Day Sports and Swiftly Global join forces in an all-equity deal. So it looks like they inked a binding term sheet to acquire 95 to 99% of Deer Cashmere Group Holding Company, DRCR, which is on the OTC market, which is also known as a Swiftly Global. A Swiftly Global in an all-equity deal. Interesting that it is an acquisition and the stock made such a big move. So I wonder if DRCR, OTC market, DRCR, see if I can even see it. Yeah, it looks like it does come up on the OTC market. Just kind of curious what the market cap is here on DRCR. Oh, it doesn't show up here on dilution tracker. I'm sure I can kind of, sure it says in the catalyst here. Okay, yeah, so this is why the stock is moving. Usually it doesn't move on an acquisition unless it's acquiring a stock that is significantly bigger than the current company, or unless the company is acquiring another company that is significantly bigger than the company that is doing the acquisition. So you can see in the catalyst the transaction values. So there looks like they're buying 95 to 99% of the company. So the signing day sports, the transaction value of signing day sports is at $14 million. And Swifty, which is the company that's getting acquired, is $156 million. So smaller company acquiring a bigger company, business is going to expand a little bit at SGN, so it makes sense that there is a move in the stock price. Okay. All right. So yeah. Other than that, we do have news. The float. Let's check out the float. SGN 9.48 million on a penny stock is pretty good. Good morning, Gus. Gus Bus in the building. Baja Express. Good morning. And GM, hi brother. What's up? 9.48 million. This is good for a penny stock. Market cap 8.8 million. Very nice. What's up, Bulls? Market hot like a stovetop. Good morning, Trap Trader. Yeah, market's definitely heating up. This whole week, there's been some great opportunity. There's been some great opportunity for sure. I hope that Q4 is going to be the hottest quarter of the year, or at least comparable to the Q1 was very nice this year. I think Q1 was very consistent with opportunity. Q2, Q3, kind of Q2, Q3, there's some cold stretches in there, but Q1 was good. So I hope Q4 is just as good. Usually Q4, Q1 are the hottest quarters of the year with small caps. So hopefully it lives up. Hopefully it lives up. Q4 to end out the year. Good morning. All this pre-market activity have anything to do with Fed cut? No, I mean, it could be because small caps are interest rate sensitive. Small caps are interest rate sensitive. You know, smaller companies, you know, they need to take on more debt to expand their businesses. And when interest rates are going down, they can borrow more to expand. So yeah, I guess it could be, but it's only 0.5%, so it's really not that much. But I mean, there's been opportunity even before the rate cut this week, so I think we're just kind of we're running on that GLMD sympathy. GLMD from Monday. This thing made a massive move. So we're on Tuesday, sorry. This thing made a massive move and really kicked off some momentum for yesterday. Today we're seeing. So I think that's what it's from, but yeah, anyways, let's get back into our normal routine here. So SGN, yeah, we said it was a 9.48 million float, has a news catalyst. Pre-market chart, very nice here. Front side move, consolidating over VWAP, which is good. Is this a recent? I know the chart isn't that old. Let's see how far. What's the first catalyst here? Is it an IPO? In late 2023, yeah. So it was an IPO on November 13th, 2023. So could see some more volatility, maybe some less resistance because of that. So he came up, looks like 66, so kind of just perfectly coming into this support level. Previous support level, which is now acting as resistance. Look at that. Technical analysis. Technical analysis is real. Look at that. It doesn't get more perfect than that, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Technical analysis. If you guys could have drawn that line and pinpointed that support, which now is acting as resistance, you guys are definitely on the right track with learning the technical fundamentals of day trading. So SGN, if we can break back over that level, we can break back over 66. Where's the next level? Where is the next level? So in this area, the next level will naturally be to the upper end of that range. It's going to act as resistance again. So the upper end of this range, we had a little bit of topping tail there, had another topping tail there, topping tail there. So it was a little bit confusing. I guess you could put something here at 83, but the volume, let's see the volume of this candle, only 32,000 shares. Only 32,000 shares there. 50,000 shares, and it's not that much volume, so I'll put it there at 81 just in case it's possible. But usually lower volume candles don't have as much of a relevance when it comes to the resistance, unless it's like, I mean, these are all low volume candles, but since it's been hanging around for like literally 2 months, it is more relevant. But if it's just like a 1 day low volume candle, it's definitely less relevant than if it's a high volume like this candle here. So this candle here has 10 million shares. So if we ever get up here to 155, that could definitely be some resistance. And also to the low end, so maybe 88, which also coincides with this topping tail. So it looks like this could be some resistance because we had some support here from this area, support, bouncing, breaking down, retesting, rejection, coming back down. So maybe that could be another level here, 89. So maybe it's not. Maybe it isn't 81. Maybe it's 89, but I'll keep it there just in case. You never know. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not perfect. Sometimes you can never really know for perfect. You're kind of just giving your best guess. You can never really verify until price hits that level. So SGN, there's our daily chart, our daily chart analysis. Looking good volume here, so looking good for the open. Next stock, so that was leading gapper up 288%. Next stock, TBIO, Telesis Bio. Looks like Crispy saying that as an expected delisting on September 30th. So this is a delisting play. So could have some volatility to do with that. Even though it's negative news, sometimes these shorts get a little too aggressive and they catch themselves shooting themselves in the foot, causing their own demise with a short squeeze. We've seen it many times before with delistings and delistings and bankruptcies. Shorts tend to get a little bit too much over leveraged on that catalyst, and it actually sends the stock going up, believe it or not. So TBIO may have some volatility to do with that. Volume's a little inconsistent. Pre-market a little choppy, but maybe we can get some volume surge after the open. TBIO float. Looks like there's no news other than the expected delisting. Also, this TBIO has a float of 570K. 570K. Those other stocks that we traded, GLMD, 600K float. That big stock yesterday, PL's, I forget, PR something started with the P. PRTZ or something like that. I think it was PRTC maybe. That one had a 1 million share float. So this one could just fly based off of that as well. And combined with shorts kind of selling for the delisting, maybe there could be a short squeeze on it. PRTG, that's it. Yeah, I always forget these stocks the day after. But let's see here. Next stock. So that's TBIO. Daily chart. You can take a look. So curling up off the lows. Breaking back over to support. It looks good. I like it. Because you're back over this level. This is bullish. We don't want to see it under 330, 325. I want to see it hold this resistance that we broke back over, which is now acting as support. I want to see it hold over that level and then start moving to the upper end of this range. So maybe in here, higher volume, maybe we'll have some resistance. So this is really kind of choppy here. It's really hard to kind of see where the potential resistance could be. I mean, we got 6. There's our psychological level. I'd say maybe there, because there was a double top. And then here as well, at the high, at the relative high there. And maybe up at 8. I mean, this thing could go. So, I mean, 8, is not out of the window. This thing can go to 10. This thing can go to 20. We've seen stocks go from $3, $4 a share this week to $20. Look at RZLV, which you can look in a second. That thing was insane. That was actually insane. Take a look at that next. TBIO. So low float. The news is expected delisting, which potentially could catch shorts off guard with being over leveraged to the short side, causing their own demise. So that is the my kind of thesis there on TBIO, and very, very low float. So third leading gapper here. Well, let's take a look at RZLV. This thing isn't on the scan anymore because it just faded too much. Or I don't know why it's not on my scan. RZLV, only the warrants are on my scan. I wonder why that is. RZLV. So this one went from $4 a share up to 27 in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. The float's 41 million shares. A 41 million share float, 1.4 billion share market cap, goes from $4 to $27. There had to have been a bank that got squeezed here. There had to have been. The float is too big for it to move this big, to move it this much. But the shares traded, wait. But the shares traded is only like total of 100K, moving from 4 to 27. Something's not right there. How is a float of 41 million shares, 1% of that, 1% of a float, move this stock from $4 to $27 a share? What the heck is going on there? Something's not right. Something is not right. That is crazy. Like, that doesn't make sense. You would think that something like this would be like a 500K, 400K float. Unless this is wrong. RZLV, I mean, this is what I see here. RZLV, 41 million share float. I guess it could be wrong. Let me check FinViz. Sometimes it's not right, but yeah, FinViz is showing 3.1 million, so I guess it's wrong on dilution tracker. So it doesn't make sense for 42 million share float to move like that. So it has to be 3 million. So yeah, RZLV, crazy move. Now we're fading. Maybe we'll see a bottom bounce on it today, but maybe we'll see a curl on it. I think it'll give some opportunity, but these setups are definitely very daunting. They're definitely very intimidating because you never know when that overhead resistance is just going to dump on you, and this thing can dump $3-4 a share. And combined with the spread, the spread's 20 cents there. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, RZLV, for sure. But no, I'm sure there'll be opportunity on it still. So RZLV, what was the news catalyst? Looks like the company issues PR applauding the recent announcement by Microsoft and BlackRock to invest $30 billion into AI infrastructure. Boom! That is a crazy catalyst. That definitely makes sense now that this thing just ripped. Holy crap. I hope Ross Cameron was like sitting here, like saw that news catalyst, jumped on that, and now is up, $2 million on one trade. But wow, that's crazy. Yeah, if I saw that catalyst, I'm like hands on the buy button, all in to the moon. That's crazy. So very nice catalyst. I like it. Unfortunately, had to make this move. Like, couldn't it just kind of range trade maybe around 4 or 5 or 6? Heck, maybe even only going to 10 and then finally making this move at the open. That would be a better kind of action, but unfortunately, it kind of blew its load here, and now it's the sellers are in control. What are the chances this thing goes back from 7 all the way up to $27? I'd say maybe less than 10%. That does happen, but who knows, man? That's nuts, though. RZLV, man. RZLV. Crazy. Next stock here, Xcur. So many stocks on the gap scan. I really should have started today at like 8:30. So we got about 9 minutes, 8 minutes. So I'm gonna try to breeze through this here. If you guys are tuning in here on trading, make sure you drop that like, subscribe. If you're new, check out the links in the description. So XCur, this one, yesterday we had a move on it after hours. It looks like NASDAQ extension to show compliance with listing rules. So not a crazy big, it's not like a company sort of business-oriented catalyst. It's kind of just like a NASDAQ, market catalyst. So, I'm kind of surprised it didn't make a move like that on that type of news catalyst. But we failed to continue, kind of consolidating near lows. I'm expecting this to kind of break that support here around 550, and then maybe we'll see a red to green on it to kind of squeeze out early short sellers in here before finally fading. But I doubt this is going to go to 10. But things can happen, I guess. So I'll put an alert on it. Actually, I'm not going to put an alert on it. I'm just going to keep it on my side chart. But definitely not an A+, what I see here. Definitely not the best stock that I see on the scan, for sure. Zio. So we have 4 stocks here up over 100%. 2 stocks over 200%. It's definitely a hotter market. So Zio, consolidating near the lows. Zio. XCur float, it's right around 1 million. 1.3 million. Zio float, 3.9 million. So a lot of potential today. So no news catalyst here today on Zio. No news catalyst on Zio. Let's see. Could just be sympathy. Kind of bottom bounce. I mean, the daily chart does have room if we do get back up to those pre-market highs. I would say there's not much resistance on this. But, our resistance is going to be intraday here. But on the daily chart, not much resistance. But here, here, if we can get back up over VWAP, maybe we have a chance here. But it's not looking good here. Definitely not the best stock on the gap scan. So those are kind of all the stocks here on the scans. So we have SGN, TBIO, XCUR, ZIO, RZLV. I think that's it. So leading gap. So now for the main watch. What's the main watch? What is the main watch? So SGN kind of maybe forming a double bottom down or triple bottom potentially. Or maybe actually not, it's a higher low if it does hold. Kind of that trend there. Kind of a slight ascending trend. Maybe we find some support and bounce. Could break down and then reclaim. So, I mean, volume's a little bit fading here to the open. Check out TBIO again. Slightly higher volume coming into the open. Still not crazy volume though. 100 to 200K. Did this one have a news catalyst? Yeah, this was the one that potential delisting at September 30th. Yeah, so one thing is to be sure, you got to be careful because days like today, it's easy to get overwhelmed. It's easy to kind of just shift your focus from one to another, one to another, one to another. without ever really focusing on one stock. So, days like today, it's best to kind of sometimes wait for the main stock, the main winner to show itself before you really start getting aggressive, because you don't want to pick the wrong stock and then just be trading the backside, or trading a failing stock, or like a stock that's fading on volume when something else starts popping up. So these are always the toughest days because of the scattered attention. You never really know which one's going to be the one. Some days it's clearer, some days it's only like there's one stock that's moving. It has a great catalyst. Everyone's looking at it. Those are some of those are like the better days, because to get aggressive on this stock that it's going to be the winner. The days like today, any one of these stocks could be the winner. Any one of these 5 or 6 stocks. Hey, there could be a stock that we've never even reviewed today that just starts popping up and is the winner of the day. And in that case, it's like I'm going to scrap my entire pre-market watch list and just be like, all right, this is the one I'm trading. Some days it's like that too. So you always got to be able to shift on command. I mean, SGN consolidating your lows here coming into the open, I don't like it for the opening surge. That SGN may need a couple minutes. So TBIO I think might be better. Or it could just be patience. Yeah, so good luck, guys. Stay calm, cool, and collected. Follow your rules. Follow your risk management. Today could definitely have some opportunity, so be ready to attack when the opportunity comes. So good luck, guys. Probably going to be watching TBIO, so catch you guys later. Peace.